truth. I don't really care if you're older.
On Eagles 102.3 FM. Now. It's the bomb, yo. Wake up and don't sleep on a bicycle.
Next. This is Eagles Morning Rise, where you get inspired,
Updated,
talk sports, and discuss topical national issues.
all served hot like coffee.
Yummy.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Eagles Morning Rise with
Hannah Prince. 6 a.m.
to 10 a.m. every weekday
on your number one radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3 FM.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for staying with us on your radio experience. You can count on it's 2 minutes ticking out of 7 o'clock this great Thursday morning, the 30th day in the month of March 2023. We're glad that you have joined us this morning. Again, I love to say you could have gone any other place for the news, but you chose to be with us, and we are most grateful for it. Thank you so much for being there this morning. And we would be looking at the dailies as usual, taking the headlines and looking at them, x-raying them, analyzing them, and just sharing thoughts as Nigerians. Again, remember that you have to, as much as you can, share positive thoughts with us this morning, okay? The numbers to call, keep them really close. You're going to need them when we open up the phone lines as usual. 090-7353-0044. 090-8766-8888. You can decide to send WhatsApp messages or an SMS. It's all good. Make that to 090-9705-4450. That's for SMS and WhatsApp messages. You can just save that number up and add us to your WhatsApp, and always just send a message if you feel like it. Now, if any headline tickles your interest, just send in a message quickly so that you don't forget what your thoughts are. Let's begin this morning with the Punch newspaper. Big story on the front page of the Punch newspaper. DSS identifies politicians behind interim government plot. Now, yesterday the DSS released a statement. I don't know if I'm going to have the time to read that statement to you. Made a press release, and well, they say some people or some politicians even forestall the inauguration of the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And let's see what that had. I don't know that I can read you that press release now, but anyway, moving on. Let's see what the paper is reporting and how the paper reports it, just to save time. Okay, this says Department of State Services said it had identified some key players planning for an intergovernment in the country. Describing the plan as the DSS said the plan would undermine civil rule as well as plunge the country into an avoidable crisis. These were disclosed in a statement by the spokesman for the service, Peter Fonaya. The statement was titled DSS confirms plots for interim government by disguised political actors. Now, the question that you would ask is, who are the people who have the power or the right to impose an interim government? I'll leave you to ask that. And if we have those people, we already have intel on these people. Why don't move in to just arrest them, right? Move in, arrest them once and for all, so we don't continue to, live in the threat or the fear, or that democracy is not threatened. Okay. U.S. hikes students' terrorist visa fees by 15%. U.S. hikes students and tourist visa fees by 15%. Assault. Police give Portable 72-hour ultimatum to report self. assault, police gave Portable 72-hour ultimatum to report self. Those of you who haven't followed the story, so 2 days ago, so Okikiola, also known as Portable, a Nigerian musician, was in a viral video where the police had stormed, a recreational center he owns, and it was something else. There was some level of I don't know what to say. To say he harassed the police or the police harassed him, but there was a harassment, Anyway, nobody can chase you from Oshun, Adeleke assures Aregbesola. Nobody can chase you from Oshun, Adeleke assures Aregbesola. Now, what kind of politics is this? Interesting politics, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Isn't that what it is? Moving on. I won't disappoint Nigerians, Tinubu promises. I won't disappoint Nigerians, Tinubu promises. Still there, Afenifere never issued us query of allegation, says suspended spokesperson. Afenifere never issued us query of allegation, says suspended spokesperson. FEMA reiterates commitment to mitigate threats of flood. FEMA reiterates commitment to mitigate threats of flood. And still there, court frees Rivers minor charged for manslaughter. Court frees Rivers minor charged for manslaughter. UNICEF. UK government floats new projects to protect Northeast children. UNICEF and UK government floats new projects to protect Northeast children. Research in Nigeria not yielding desired results, says NBTE. Research in Nigeria not yielding desired results, says NBTE. And moving on, Boko Haram bomb maker steps on self-made IED and dies. This is like the evil that men do, lives with them, or how do they say it now? Your enemy jumping into the grave they dug for themselves, not for you. Anyway, Katsina police engage terrorists on highway, kill 1, recover AK-47. NDLEA nabs 2 sisters with Indian ham in Katsina. Lagos police arraign 4 for stealing phones. Amotekun arrest Ekiti Indian ham farmer with gun. Delta host communities protest pollution. Delta host communities protest pollution. Niger auto crash claims 24. 4 die in Bauchi. Suspected Ogun cultist kill 3. And those are the headlines from the Punch newspaper. Let's get to Daily Trust quickly. From Daily Trust now, governors-elect pledge better deals. I'll take that again. Governors-elect pledge better deals, receive certificates of return. That's the screaming headline in the front page of Daily Trust. Governors-elect pledge better deals, receive certificates of return. Some politicians plotting to halt Tinubu's inauguration. That's according to the DSS. I told you about the press release yesterday by the DSS. I was pressured to manipulate Abia Guba election INEC returning officer. I was pressured to manipulate INEC. I'll take that again. What's happening? I was pressured to manipulate Abia Guba election. That's according to the INEC returning officer, Professor Nana Oti. They're speaking. I'll play you the audio. You know what she said and how she said it. Quite interesting, right? Those of you who have listened or who have seen that video, it's everywhere on social media. You may want to check it out for yourself. But I'll play it for you so that you hear. It's quite interesting to watch. It's sort of like drama. Anyway, U.S. increases fee for non-immigrant visa application. That's also in Daily Trust. APC Gawuna accepts defeat. Congratulates Kano governor-elect. APC's Gawuna accepts defeat. Congratulates Kano governor-elect. My wives and children would be part of governance. Abba Gida Gida. That's the governor-elect of Kano State. That statement sounds very familiar, don't it? Some of you may have heard it before. Yes, you probably heard it in 2015. My wife and children won't be part of governance. Abba Gida Gida. And those are the stories or the headlines from. Okay, take a few more from Daily Trust. Niger dismisses magistrate, demotes 2 Sharia court judges. 431 Nigerians repatriated from Algeria and Libya. Interesting. Okay, let's quickly see. Let's listen to that audio I promised you earlier.
As an electoral officer, I have never in my life, never participated in any election. Never. My duty came calling. I made my inquiries from Abuja, and I said, if I perish, I perish. They came with their threats. They came with their money. They came with their intimidation. I will mark. I didn't start today. I stand here before God, Jesus Christ. I have never defrauded at all anyone. Declare the riot act as follows. Under me, votes must count. Under me, the people's mandate will be upheld. Because Professor Nana Oti, the mother of 3 children, and the wife of Unandoti, the daughter of Ibewo, the daughter of Afibo, the daughter of Ebonyi State, the daughter of Uzibo, the daughter of Nigeria, can never do evil.
Quite dramatic, isn't it? You should have said it. Watch the video yourself. Anyway, leave that. Let's get to the Guardian newspaper quickly. From the Guardian, punish those behind 450 cases of poll violation, and HRC and CSOs insist. Punish those behind 450 cases of poll violation, and HRC and CSOs insist. Still there, you have mobile. Okay, let's move on quickly. It says, National Carrier Airline Operators No Fate, April 25. National Carrier Airline Operators No Fate, April 25. Amended Audit Bill proposes 5-year jail and 5 million naira fine for errant accounting officers. Amended Audit Bill proposes 5-year jail and 5 million naira fine for errant accounting officers. DSS confirms interim government plot as Transition Council steps up activities. Also there, Abia Eatery orders deny role in workers' death, seek justice for slain Mbakwe. Tinubu marks 71st birthday at Hajj, pledges to fulfill campaign promises. Tinubu marks 71st birthday at Hajj, promises to fulfill campaign promises. Experts lament Nigeria's spending of 800 billion naira to import malaria drugs and antibiotics. Experts lament Nigeria's spending of 800 billion naira to import malaria drugs and antibiotics. Still there, Abuja residents heave sigh of relief as old naira notes return. Abuja residents heave sigh of relief as old naira notes return. Join the conversation now. Feel free to hit me up. I'll bring you headlines as well from Leadership newspaper as well as This Day in a bit. But in the meantime, let's get talking now. 090-7353-0044. That is 090-7353-0044. I've been accused of reading numbers a little too fast, so I'm taking it slow. 090-7353-0044 and 090 087668888. You can send SMS or WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. Keep your comments, Evo. Remember that. Do not step out of line with your comments. Do not also allow your emotions get the best of your fantastic thoughts that you want to put across to all the Nigerians this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Anacha. God bless you to Nigeria.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Anacha, did you hear the tenacity and the vehemence of that woman's voice?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how many INEC officials, how many returning officers in Nigeria can talk like that and act like that? That is to underline the kind of things that happened during the elections and why there's clamor in Nigeria today. Because the enthusiasm of people who went to vote was actually dampened by the outcome of the elections. Particularly, it's sad that Yakubu decided not to allow the Electoral Act to prevail, which stipulated that the results should be transmitted from units to the INEC portal unless that is done, the result is invalid. But all that was done without recourse to the Electoral Act has been validated by Yakubu. That's what Nigerians witnessed. Anyway, that aside, as for the interim government, the law does not provide for interim government. That is the pill that the opposition and Nigerians will have to grapple with. There's no lacuna under the constitution. And if it is all about the fact that Tinubu didn't win the 25% in FCT, as people are doubting, I don't think it depends on the judges and two canons of interpretation standards here. We have the literal rule, we have the golden rule. The two prominent canons that stand out for the judges to apply. The court has no alternative than to declare it as it is, whether the result leads to absurdity or not. When the act says 25% of certain number of states in Nigeria and the FCT, does it say that the FCT must be one or in addition to the other states? The literal rule. Then the golden rule says you have to interpret the law according to the mind of the legislature. What is the mind of the legislature? FCT boils down to the courts. Whether the opposition or Nigerians, all of us, have faith in the judiciary or not, that's another thing to grapple with. So I thank God I have people like Oti, the returning officer, and I advocate that returning officer is not a permanent job because these people have been there over the years. I said this at the other time. They have been there in the various states operating. They know the governors, they know the legislators. They have been working with these people. They have been returning whenever they want to return. If they remain there forever, then our faith, our electoral faith, is in the hands of the returning officers. They should be changed after 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clement Zion Prince. Well, most of the returning officers for Guber elections, especially, and even presidential elections, are vice chancellors of universities. So I don't know how we could change them every 4 years.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Elder Noja. Good to have you join us.
I regard to your family, my brother.
God bless you. Thank you for joining us, sir.
The report from my DSS. That's why we security party we are saying. You better take it serious. But the way people are saying, go arrest a politician, go arrest those people. More they arrest them, more the problem will come. We security party, we are advising the government now, and they are advising Abdul Salam a peace. Peace accord, you see that peace accord, they don't ban it because ban anybody because there's no offense, there's no punishment there. The next thing they Abdul Salam peace now, and then government should send down, call the Timber and Caliber in Nigeria here. Either council in Nigeria here to bring all these politicians down to one table. Iron thing out now before the thing get out of hand. You see this interim government where they are saying it's not in the constitution but it's a doctrine of necessity. Doctrine of necessity. You can use doctrine of necessity for anything when it's not in the law to bring peace into this. Let them bring all these politicians to the table now and talk to them. And iron thing out. What they are complaining, what the other people are complaining is about only vice president. Let the vice president sit down. Let the person where they say you don't win the election, make him form a block-based government. Bring all these politicians to the table. No things in Nigeria. Because if the DSS is going to arrest those people, more you arrest them, more you are going to bring problem to Nigeria. You where you arrest them, you belong to which religion? And then which power are you arresting them? You will bring more problem to Nigeria. Then you think a politician when he came to form party within 6 months, the man has about 6.something million votes. That type of you have to be very, very careful if you want to do anything with that type of situation in Nigeria. The next thing, let them call the elder council now in Nigeria. Call all the politicians down. Let this man form a block government. Let the vice president step down. Very simple.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate you. I don't know how you want somebody who has, worked so hard to win an election. You want them to step down. I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Moses. Good to have you.
Moses, I was tonight.
Very well. Thank you for joining in.
Well, DSS, they should act unprofessional because they should go beyond what they're giving us information. They're giving information because telling us that unnamed persons are out there to carry out some acts that to demoralize the political scene. I think what they would have done is to investigate and begin to do silent arrest to confirm and to come up by telling the Nigerians on what is on the ground. I don't think that is professional. Because whatever you want to do as an investigation, do it as a professional. Because I remember what happened in Tuesday. They were giving the information about many things that is about to happen in this country, another bombing and so on. So there are some things they will talk about it, but the issue of doing something, they should do it as a professional to investigate and get these people out. That is one thing. Then the issue of electoral cases in the court is not something that they should delay. I'm expecting that the court should start the process on looking into those cases, electoral cases that are before them, the court. They should start because that will mellow down some of these tensions on the ground. Then finally, I want to give kudos to that woman. In fact, you cannot generally say that Nigerians are corrupt. You can just simply say some are corrupt and some are decent. To have such a woman in this country called Nigeria is a kudos to this country.
All right.
I pray that God will preserve that woman, God will keep her, and let her legacy, what she has done, speak voluminously to the life of many Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on. Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning to you.
Jerry calling.
Jerry, I'm glad you're here. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I want to think about that woman. That woman, I like the confidence. That woman speaks my mind. I wish you can have a professor like that. And for the other, my brother, I just say now, say if they arrest this guy, the government at hand will not allow them. They will still release them and they will cause havoc to the community again. Yes, what is the work of DSS and the rest and the SSS and the Navy and the soldiers and is the government more than them? These people can join hands together because of say the government that the people elect or the people select, whatever they call them, will not allow them to be in the set. It's for us to join hands together and make sure these guys are brought to book. You understand? So these guys cannot overshadow the whole country, or even the president. The president will not support the evil and will not agree.
Okay.
Because he's the one on the seat.
All right.
Or whoever is on the seat. Oh, good.
All right. Thank you very much, Jerry. Another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my dear friends.
How are you today? I'm good. Good to have you.
God bless you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me start with the professor that oversees the election in Nigeria. Me, I don't share the sentiment other people express on her case, because when she was sent to that place, she was not sent there to go and take bribe. She was sent there to go and do what is right. To me, there is no ceremony in there. And even coming on here, celebrating it to me, it doesn't mean anything to me because people must give account of every assignment they have given to them at the end of their sojourn here. To me, it may sound a bit different because most other people that did well, they will not come out to say this. But the bottom line is that she was not sent to go and manipulate an election. And if she has done that, I don't think she will even come on here and come and say all these things. That is by the way. Number two, on the interim government, to me, I don't see it as anything. The DSS cannot start arresting people when they have not, let Nigeria know. Because if they start arresting people now, many people will not know the reason why they have been arrested. And they are the one that will go on here and say the government is coming down on politicians, opposition, all those things. It's good as they have made everything known to Nigeria, so that by the time they start arresting, they will not say that this is. It's similar to what happened in the during Awolowo and before the First Republic, and that was the reason why he was sentenced to prison, and he spent good number of years in prison before the military government released him. We need to be very, very careful. A repeat of what happened June 12th, Nigeria will not take it again. And it will only put innocent people in danger. Nigeria is too big to get into political crisis. And I hope and I believe that such will not happen because I don't see us getting ourselves into that mess. Finally, on Portable, I said it on this platform before now. Police need to deal with that guy. He's getting out of hand. When you see somebody who wants to appear bigger than law of the society where it belongs, such people need to be disciplined in line with the dictates of the law. It's not bigger than the law. It's becoming a nuisance. It's not the first celebrity in Nigeria. In fact, it's not a celebrity. Police should go after him and he should be punished. Anybody that is no single person that is bigger than the law in Nigeria. That's my take. Good morning. God bless Nigeria. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, Mayowa. Thank you for calling. Keep your calls coming. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Yana. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Chinonso. I'm calling from Chile.
Chinonso, I'm glad you're here. Let's hear you quickly.
All right. Yana, I called because someone has that woman, that Mrs. she's in the media for the right reason. People are calling. Look, if you do the right thing, it's good that people say, even though that we know that we are sent there to go and do the right thing. How many of them that we are sent there to these professors that when we are here in this country, people are protesting. People protested in Nasarawa. They said their mandate. The INEC on their mandate. That's not what they voted. So many other places. This woman is true. If you listen to her, she said they came with their money, they came with their intimidation, and they came with every other thing. And she stood her ground and said that people's mandate must stand. People like that are worth to be celebrated. And I thank God that I am in the same generation and witness where somebody did the right thing. For once in this country, in our this election that just passed.
Okay.
You see, people, I think you remember her. People were very happy that at least what we voted, we saw the outcome of what we voted. So if you say that she went there to go and do the right thing, like she was sent there to go and do the right thing, how many of them did the same thing that the woman did? If we do good, it's good that people say, come and thank you for doing the right thing. Because I think she manipulated that election.
All right, Chinonso.
People will not celebrate her the way she's being celebrated today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in. And the conversation continues here. This is your radio experience you can count on. I got headlines from Leadership newspaper that would interest you. But in the meantime, just leave it with me right here on your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Join the Eagles 102.3 FM Secondary School Squeeze-Out Show and be the academic champions. Enroll your school with 2 students participating in mathematics, English, and general knowledge. Registration is 20,000 naira only. And what's more, your school gets massive promotion as long as they remain in the competition. Entry closes on the 18th of March 2023. For payment details and inquiries, please call 090-9719-8377. Eagles 102.3 FM Squeeze-Out Show. Building future champions today.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just 15,000 naira? Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. The Entrepreneur. Talk your business for just 15,000 naira. Hurry now.
And the conversation continues. This is Eagles 102.3, your radio experience. You can count on it. You're onto the pages. The pages is our newspaper review. Hits you every morning, every weekday at this time, 7 o'clock running up to 8. And we're taking headlines now from the dailies. We've seen headlines from The Punch, Daily Trust, The Guardian. And now let's see what leadership is leading with. Leadership actually leads with interim government plots, security experts. Politicians warn against repeat of June 12 crisis. Interim government plots, security experts, and politicians warn against repeat of June 12 crisis. Moving on from there, Kaduna Governor-elect Ubasani named most community-friendly senator. Kaduna Governor-elect Ubasani named most community-friendly senator. Finally, Gagua concedes defeat, congratulates Kano Governor-elect. Igbo progressives beg Yoruba in Lagos to overlook provocation. Igbo progressives beg Yoruba in Lagos to overlook provocation. Punish vote buyers, electoral offenders, CSOs tell INEC. Punish vote buyers and electoral offenders, CSOs tell INEC. Kogi Gubar group urges APC to adopt direct mode of primary election. Kogi Gubar group urges group urges APC to adopt direct mode of primary election. We will win Adamawa, Kebbi and reclaim Kaduna, Nasarawa, Ogun. Others, says PDP. We will win Adamawa and Kebbi and reclaim Kaduna, Nasarawa, Ogun. Others, that's according to the PDP. Senate presidency, North Central won't be ignored. That's according to Senator Musa. Senate presidency, North Central won't be ignored. Senator Musa. Nasarawa polls, PDP, INEC disagree over alleged disturbance or disobedience to court order. Nasarawa polls, PDP and INEC disagree over alleged disobedience to court order. Lagos governorship, will of the people prevailed, says Hamzat. That's the deputy governor of Lagos State there speaking. Join the conversation now. Dial 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. On the press release by Nigeria's secret police, and you wonder, are we still a secret police? Or hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Nacho.
Good morning, Michael. Good to have you. How are you today?
I'm good, and you too?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking.
Yes, let me lay my voice on that woman that we're talking about. I think when we begin to showcase that good things, a lot of people will learn how to do the right thing. If those who have done well are not being celebrated, what it means is that even those who have the mindset of doing the right thing, may not be heard. And so, in terms of this election that just passed, the person that I celebrated much is that a woman, in Abia State. that returning officer, she has not done well. A woman to stand on her ground and say, hey, I will not change that result. There's nothing will make me to change this result. And that woman stand on her ground. You know, it's something to be celebrated. You understand? Even if you have the mandate of making right, going to do the right thing, and then other people also who are given the same mandate, go and do well. We're not expecting you to do otherwise. But they compromise. But that woman stand on her ground. And that is why we need to celebrate her. And of course, do you know that since that time, that woman has been celebrated all over the world? You understand? Are you aware that after this thing, an individual who knows what she did, begin to give her a gift. That even though the people who have the manipulated or one or the other cannot be able to get in the entire life of their existence. So and that's why I say those who are saying he shouldn't be celebrated, he should be celebrated. Because when you celebrate people like him, a lot of people will lay up to the hiding. And then finally for this a man called a Portable, celebrity is he I mean sometimes I begin to wonder the kind of celebrity you have in our country. Is it to be arrogant and then lawlessness? When you become a celebrity, anything goes, you don't do anything anyhow. I think the police should be able to do their job and then go after this man called the Portable because he has become one become of him. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. And he goes on to call himself a lot of things. Portable, quite an interesting character. Says he's a federal government liability. He lives in the zoo. I wouldn't say the other ones. Anyway, the country can either this country can either be built or destroyed. However, all depends on the surface on which it's built. Isn't on the truth or propaganda. Anyway, whatever man sows, he reaps. Leadership is given by God through the masses, not taken by the greedy rulers through agueros. Above all, our God is able. That's a message from Arinze Osakwe Sabo. Thank you very much. Bring in a caller now, and we'll take more messages. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Good morning to you. Is this Don or John from? Is this
Dominion?
Dominion. Okay, Dominion. Good to have you.
Yes. Good morning once again.
Good morning to you, sir.
You see, when we were talking, I like this year program so much because it exposes us and it tells how we sometimes you cannot pretend for long. What you are must be exposed, no matter how you pretend. You see, I mean, this woman, she don't need to be celebrated because she refused to rig election. That is why it's an abomination to celebrate her. What she did is what she's supposed to, what she's sent there to do. What of others? What of those? Those are Abuna professors. Can you imagine? To celebrate what is good is abomination to some people because they refuse to join to rig the election to promote their principle. So that is why the woman will not be celebrated because she refused to join them. God. Well, thank you. I wouldn't have called this money.
Dominion, thank you very much. But people celebrate who they want to celebrate, right? You will not make people celebrate who they don't want to celebrate.
Let me tell you.
You can celebrate the persons that you want.
What is good is good. You are celebrating somebody who wins the election. You are celebrating a failure who wins the election. And then somebody, I mean, what are you talking about?
All right, Dominion. Thank you very much, Dominion. Thank you so much for calling. Different strokes for different folks. Isn't that what they say? Variety, they say, is the spice of life. We can all have the same opinions, can we now? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ihena, sir.
Good morning. Is this my namesake?
Yeah. I'm right. You've gooded my voice.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
The program, really appreciate what you're doing.
Appreciate you too.
Let me air my view about Professor Naya Oti. Honestly speaking, they say a worth doing is worth doing well. And when someone does good and the person is celebrated, the essence of celebrating the person is not raising her up above others. It's an act of encouraging others who have tendency of doing bad to emulate the person. Even the federal government celebrates some citizens. Those that are conferred with recognitions, MON and all that, are they not those that is not part of celebration? Those that play football and other, at the end of the day, they are given awards. Is not part of celebration? Honestly, the idea of celebrating Professor Nena Oti cannot be overemphasized. She ought to be celebrated over and over again to encourage others, to encourage those who contribute to our suffering. Sometimes people don't understand what it means by rigging elections, denying people their mandate, and the idea of letting people's mandate speak. People don't tend to understand that. Honestly speaking, she wants to be celebrated so that other people who did the wrong thing. There are states in Nigeria where people are crying because of the outcome of the result, because that's not their expectation. That is not the wish of the people. Such people, I'm sure, seeing the prof celebrated, they will hide their face in shame. Or if seeing them eating up according to the money they got through illegal means, they will see themselves, they will hide themselves in shame. Honestly, prof ought to be celebrated, and she will continue celebrating her. She has done well. She has done noble.
All right.
The whole world will celebrate her. Then coming to the issue of interim government, honestly speaking, the issue of interim government shouldn't come into place. It shouldn't come into place. Reputation of evil is not a good thing. The first one that happened wasn't a good one. So we are not expecting it. Irrespective of the fact that I am not a supporter of the man who is coming. What they did has been done already. And I'm sure those who are aggrieved are already in court. I also believe that the court will also follow its due process and due course. So interim government, to me, is a kind of distraction, is a waste of time. They should sit down. They shouldn't put Nigeria and Nigerians into chaos. Because once interim government steps in, definitely traditional bodies will come in.
Thank you.
And people start running helter-skelter. Issue of portable, let me just say.
Please wrap it up.
Portable is a Nigerian like each and every one of us. And there's this adage that says good radiance and bad rubbish and all that. But irrespective of that, you shouldn't be intimidated. Let everything be handled according to the law. Let his rights be respected. Where he's aired, the law should also hit on him very hard.
Okay.
Let him also sound as a president to other celebrities.
All right.
Thank
you very much, Ihanacho, for calling. I'm going to bring in another caller quickly. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
This is John.
John, good to have you.
Thank you. How's your night?
Great. Thank you for asking.
I want to talk about the PSS and the announcement they just made recently. The PSS have started this media trial. I don't like it when they begin to come up with this rhetoric. I will bring a test case of Rahim Amban to the Ashford. The FBI of US started the investigation and do all they can do. Before you know it, somebody from Nigeria was fingered again. They did not come to public begin to tell us about what happened. They just went straight to court. The court made a pronouncement that they needed somebody from here in Nigeria who is part of this crime. When these people, by the way, their second name is State Secret Service. When they go on, take their report and all the investigation, damning report about those people, they cannot escape it. Rather than bringing tension more to the people here. These people are planning this, people are planning that. You need to expose all these people begin to run head together. I don't get it and I don't buy that their idea. This is how the FCC is going to do their end. Those cases they have bring to court and they won. All you need is media trial. Hey, this one is a criminal, he has stolen this. When they go to court, come and tell you. Let them do their job thoroughly, my brother.
Right.
But for the interim, please, anybody who is behind this should pedal down.
Okay.
Let him set that down.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you calling in. Usman Dora is here. Usman, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Henacho, Princess Studio Highness Abuja. Usman Dora is my name.
Good morning to you.
Let me comment on the DSS, saying that they have discovered or known the people that are trying to truncate our democracy, or trying to prevent the president-elect being sworn in, that they want to form interim government, Mr. Henacho. Now, according to them, there was a threat, or there is a threat. You have known the people now. You have discovered. What are you waiting for? Expose them. Expose them. So that people know them. Instead, you kept quiet. You are not doing anything about it. Expose them. I don't know how they work. Well, if really there are people who are trying to truncate democracy, that are insisting interim government must be formed, insisting that Tinubu should not be sworn in, then expose them. There's no point. No need to wait. What are you waiting for? It's a danger. The house is on fire. And you say, no, I will not quench it until the house is burnt before you quench the fire. So I don't know. I'm not a security person, but I don't know from the 11-point contribution on that.
Right.
On Abba Gida saying that his wife and children will not be part of the government. I believe him. I agree with him. That was the same pattern the running mate. They have no option, Mr. Henacho, other than to congratulate Abba and forge ahead. Because that election, if they do the election 100 times, Abba Gida will win 100 times. This is his time, so there's nothing they can do. They should not be deceived by the House of Rest, the chief whip, that is Alaza Adudogo, that is trying to deceive them that the election was rigged, something like that, blah, blah, and the rest. That election was won gallantly. Abba Gida has won. There's no option than to congratulate him and forge ahead. That's my contribution. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Usman Dora. Let's move on to read more messages here. This one's from Precious. Precious says, good morning, His Radio Highness of Abuja. My prince, the Boko Haram that steps on self-made bomb. How did the news break? How did the news break? I thought these guys live in the forest and operate in the forest. How did the newspaper get the updates? Wahala deal. A situation where two or more political parties and groups are challenging the electoral process and the president-elect. I don't think we should be in a hurry to swear in the president-elect because we want our incoming president to focus on nation building, not court cases. Swearing in with multiple court cases is not satisfactory. Anyway, that's your thoughts, Precious. Moving on from there, Okechukwu is here. Before we read Okechukwu's message, before we get to Okechukwu, good morning, Prince. Sonny from Kaduna Road. You say, Gauraka precisely in Niger State. Oh, Prince Sonny. On the issue of the Naira note, we only have one bank in our area, and they will not load enough money in the ATM. By so, giving it to the POS agents, and the POS agents are still charging us too much. Please, 100 Naira to 1,000 Naira. Please help us beg the agency responsible in checking these things. As for Boko Haram bomb maker who steps on his own bomb, my prince, Miracle Node Tayaji also. Thank you so much, Prince Sonny. Thank you so much for your message. I appreciate that one. And I'm going to move on now to Okechukwu's thoughts. Okechukwu, good morning to you.
Hello, Iyanacho.
Sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to react on the headline that say DSS raised alarm against a plot against Tinubu inauguration, that some politicians want to disrupt the inauguration. I thought that this presidential election case is still in the court. Why are they raising alarm now? They should wait. Let the court decide the winner of this election. Let the court rule. It seems like our court has no value again to Nigerians. I thought that if there is a case in the court, before you inaugurate anybody, you have to go let the court rule the real winner of the election. But in this country, the court have no say. That's why they are rushing to inaugurate Tinubu as a president-elect in the same country. And we are saying it that if there is no court, there is a court are not speaking what they're supposed to do, I don't think there is anything that happen again. People will have faith in the court, in the judiciary. Because it seems like our judiciary have been compromised. They cannot say something and they will stand on it. So let me just say, honestly, the way things are going in this country is uncalled for. When we are saying these things, it seems like we do not know what we are saying. They should do the right thing. They should wait first. Let the court decide the real winner of this election. They will know who to inaugurate. But they just want to rush. And why can't the DSS go after these people and arrest them? The DSS are telling us what did they want us to do. The citizen of this country, will the citizen go and arrest the politicians? It is the work of the DSS. Honestly, this country tired person. No. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. And on the court cases would continue 180 days. So what's going to happen? They say nature abhors vacuum. There should be a precedent in place. Speaking of INGs and all, do we really want that? Is that what you want? Is that what really does it make sense to have an ING or an interim government? It wouldn't make. Let's not truncate the democracy that we have for any reason. Let's ensure that things continue to go well. Udokama is here.
Hello, Ifanacho. Good morning.
Udokama,
how was your night? I hope all is well. Ifanacho, I think during our younger age, when we are in primary and secondary school, our parents do celebrate us when we do well in our education. When we got the kind of pass that they expected from us, they will celebrate us in their own little way. Even while your father or mother send you an errand and you did it well, you will see your father or mother celebrating you in their own little way. Why is it that why are they celebrating you? They are celebrating you because they want to see you do more tomorrow. They want to encourage you. That is why they are celebrating you. We know that Professor Nena, she is being sent to do the right thing, but it is all of them that are being sent. Did they do the right thing? You see, most of us are crying because the right thing are not being done. That's why we are complaining. That's why we are kind of sad. And we see somebody that did well, we have to celebrate the person. Thank you. I don't want to be talking, but you see, I am being forced to talk. Thank you.
You'll be forced out of your sabbatical. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Udokama. Let's bring in more of your thoughts, more thoughts coming in here. There's a lot of voice notes. I've got to take them, but please ensure that your voice notes are very civil, all right? It would be good for us.
Hello, good morning, Yana Show.
Good morning.
This is Prince Ogo.
Prince Ogo, I'm glad you're here.
From the Petrol. I want to comment about the issue of interim government and the DSS raising alarm. I don't understand. Who is raising alarm for who? Who is forming the government? Can civilian form government? Or can they form a government inside the government? So many questions. The man that they said he won the election, where is he? Or is it the people that are forming what are they forming? So a lot of this country, confusion up and down. We need to know where we are before it's too late. That is the truth.
Thank you, Prince Ogu. The president-elect to say is, at Hajj, that's why he celebrated his birthday. And like you asked, is the DSS raising alarm for Nigerians to arrest the people? Well, even when they didn't tell us who the people are. I don't know what's going to happen. Are we just raising the alarm?
Hello, good morning, Yana Show. Those who are planning interim national government, whatever is it, they are failed on arrival. Their agenda has failed on arrival. They want to fight against divine order, divine authority. The coming of Tinubu is divine, and if they go ahead with their plan, they will find their water low. DSS is not just come to give us a flu. They are telling us that by the time they take action on these people, don't say they are after opposition. They are after these people because the people they know, the people their supporters are everywhere on social media threatening that this man will never be sworn in. This man never be sworn in. Let's not fake ignorance. They come on radio. They say let's see what will happen that day. He will not be sworn in. Are they planning coup or what? One of them went on national television and said that if they sworn in Tinubu, it will be end of the democracy. Only can end democracy in Nigeria is a coup. So what I'm saying is that those who are there, they know them. On social media, their followers are there, and it's not their fault because they gave them fake opinion pool. They are leading, and those people will say 50% and 60% undecided, and the ignorant follower will never ask. This 50%, if they decide, can we still win? They never know that, but they keep on giving that fake pool, and they are believing and dancing with it, and all the fake prophets who are telling them that you will become, you will be this, when they are moving from one to the another, lay hand on them, say don't worry, it is your throne. But those folks now, they can't swallow that their pride because they failed. Their prophecy failed. They are the ones that get and say, look, don't worry, it is sweet for you, you will get it, you will get it. How will they get it? Let them go to court without any grievances. If they feel robbed, let them go to court and claim their mandate. Anything from that, they will meet their Waterloo. Thank you.
I think y'all know who that is. That's GB. He didn't state his name. Okay. Okay, so what's this one? Let's see who this is. Let's bring in a caller and then we close it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, KGB.
Yeah, my
KGB,
brother.
you'll be last caller. You have 1 minute to make your submission. Please go ahead quickly.
Yes, the talk is that DSS, they have relegated themselves down to Yambaga status. You see, Yambaga status, you see, they cannot intimidate the masses, Nigeria. Masses are stronger than them. Where are the DSS? When Mahmoud Yakubu did election against the guideline, is that not to plug the country into chaos? Where are the DSS? All the DSS have at this scene, their offices throughout the whole state. Where they, before the orchestration and the killings of citizens in many places, they didn't leave it on board. Where are DSS? Is it not the same here at Buhari that they hit them at Buhari with soldiers? Is it not the same DSS that so many places they hit them? Where can't they have surveillance? Don't they have intelligence to know it before it is? How do they know that somebody is lying against the sanction of solving anybody who is appointed or anybody?
That's
so
their
what am I
job.
saying?
That's what they're paid to do. They're the state
so what am I
police.
saying? They don't need to panic and do. I mean, what am I saying? We don't need to perhaps Nigeria.
Okay.
They don't need it at all. Rather, they do their work.
Right.
What is their work? They are doing civil defense work. Telling people that they want to do this, they don't want to do this. They don't want something to be stopped. If you win election normally the way it ought to be done, you get the whatever the normal.
Thank you, KGB. I'm out of time. I've got to let you go now. Thank you so much. And Engineer Lucky here says, Prince, good morning. I am from Abia State. This woman, Mrs. Oti, has wiped away our sorrows for all the past years. We Abians are praying for long life and good health upon her and her family. I also recommend her for National Award. God bless Nigeria. Engineer Lucky from Suleja there. Let's quickly close with this one. And this one says, good morning to you, Prince. How are you doing, sir? Please, Prince Ihanacho, explain or give me the definition of interim national government. Oh, join us at the top of the hour 9. I'll bring you that, okay? Because right now, I've got to go. Sports on Eagles Wings comes on next, and my name is Ihanacho Prince. His Radio Highness of Abuja. I'm going to hand you over now to Vicky Vic, who's in the studio set for Sports on Eagles Wings. Keep it with us on your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3